Kaleidoscope, a weekly public affairs program brought to you in partnership with the Urban League of Greater Cleveland, Kaleidoscope Magazine, and News Channel 5.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the broadcast, and a very good one we have for you today. The Pancreatic Cancer Action Network annual Purple Stride Run and Walk is coming up. Mary Kay Maculin and Jessica Grazer are here to talk about this organization and the event that's coming up. Later on, Lynn Hampton of the Carter G. Woodson Project will tell us about a celebration taking place downtown in early June. And later in the broadcast, we'll hear from Connie Harper of the Call-in Post and Norma Bean of the Cleveland section of the National Council of Negro Women. Good morning, everyone. I'm Leon Bibb. This is Kaleidoscope, and so we begin with Mary Kay Maculin, who's with the Cleveland affiliate of the Pancreatic Cancer Action Network. She sits to your right, and Jessica Grazer is the pancreatic cancer survivor.
Yes, I am.
You've got quite a story to tell, I'm certain, and
Yes.
we're going to get to your story in just a moment. Okay, good to have you both with us.
Thank you for having us.
Mary Kay, let's start with you. What is the Pancreatic Cancer Action Network?
The Pancreatic Cancer Action Network is a national organization dedicated to creating hope by supporting our patients, raising funds for research, advocating for a cure, and raising community awareness.
And you are really raising community awareness on this too, aren't you?
We're really trying hard.
Yeah. Oh, who is most at risk for pancreatic cancer?
There is no most at-risk category. There's so little known about the disease, who gets it, why they get it, and that's why it's so important that we do raise the funds for research so that we can figure those things out.
And you're going to have a big event coming up.
We are.
Very soon on Saturday, June the 1st.
Yes.
Tell me about this event.
The Purple Stride Cleveland 2013. This is our 12th annual event. There are over 50 Purple Strides happening across the country this year, and it's just an incredible day of hope and celebration, and we honor our survivors. We support the people who've gone through loss, and we raise community awareness.
And you are raising awareness right now by your very appearance here. And purple is the color of pancreatic cancer research.
It is.
So you're both dressed in purple. I should have worn my purple tie. My apologies. Let's talk to you, Jessica Grazer. You're a pancreatic cancer survivor.
Yes, I am.
That is so unusual to say that word survivor
It
after
is.
pancreatic cancer.
It is. I am very lucky.
Tell me your story.
I had actually been experiencing some mild muscle weakness for a few years. I was in the process of what they thought was going to be muscular dystrophy. Come to find out, right before Christmas in 2011, I thought I had a kidney infection. I went to the doctor's office, and upon more testing and some ultrasounds, they found a mass on my pancreas. They did a biopsy and found out that it was in fact pancreatic cancer, and I had a complete pancreatectomy February 2012.
And how are you now?
I am cancer-free.
Cancer-free?
Cancer-free. Thank you very much. Yes.
Tell me her story. How do you, what's the story out of her story that you want to leave us with?
There's hope. There's hope. If we can continue to raise funds for research, there's going to be more Jessicas out there, and that people need to pay attention to their body and not be afraid to go in and ask questions and advocate for themselves and push for, you know, the testing that they think that they should have, because sometimes, you know, you'll get looked at and say, yo, you're a young, healthy woman. Pancreatic cancer does not discriminate. It does, no age. No.
And to raise money for our research, we're having this walk.
Correct.
And this run, this 5K run, the Purple Stride Cleveland 5K run and family walk, Saturday, June 1st, starting at 7 o'clock at Voinovich Park in downtown Cleveland, Voinovich Park at Lake Erie and East 9th Street.
Yes.
Go down East 9th Street. If you step in the water, you've gone too far. But right there at the water's edge is Voinovich Park. What's going to happen at this walk, and how many people are you expecting for this?
We are expecting a little over 2,000 people this year. We hope to raise $200,000. Last year we raised just a little over $190,000. And again, this all goes towards research and patient support. We'll have, games and activities for the kids, timed 5K for the serious runners, a leisurely 1.5-mile family walk for the people who aren't in such a big hurry.
And how can people sign up to do this, or can they just show up and do?
You can show up and register on site starting at 7 a.m., but you can avoid that line and register on the internet at www.purplestride.org/Cleveland.
We've got that website right on the on the television screen at the bottom there, and people can also phone 877-272-6226, as you see at the bottom of the screen. You get more information on everything we are talking about. Yeah. We'll go back to Jessica. You are a living example that there is hope for those who have pancreatic cancer.
Absolutely, there is, and I am very lucky to be alive today. The statistics were against me, but I'm here a little over a year later, beating the odds.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. It's definitely a marathon, not a sprint. Still healing, still recovering, but getting by every day. Happy to be alive. Happy to be alive,
yes. And lending your support to the Pancreatic Cancer Action Network.
100%.
Which totally understands your situation,
yes.
and talks about how you have survived pancreatic cancer.
Yes, absolutely.
Pancreatic cancer survivor.
Yes.
It is so good to see you.
Thank you.
And such a wonderful smile you have.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, once again, the Pancreatic Cancer Action Network holds its Purple Stride Cleveland 5K Run and Family Walk. It is set for Saturday, June the 1st, starting at 7 o'clock at Voinovich Park. And Voinovich Park is right at East 9th Street and Lake Erie, right next door to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Once you get down there, you'll see thousands and thousands of people, right?
All in purple.
All in purple, because that's the color.
That's right.
Pancreatic cancer research. Thank you so much for being on the broadcast.
Thank you for having us.
See you at the starting line Saturday, June 1st, 7 o'clock, Voinovich Park. Thank you, ladies. Appreciate you being on the broadcast. Up next, a big celebration in downtown Cleveland. It is in early June. I'm taking a break, but we promise to return. Welcome back to more of Kaleidoscope. The Carter G. Woodson Project hosts a major event in downtown Cleveland on June the 8th. Its president, Lynn Hampton, is here, and Vice President Marcus Sappho is also here to tell us more about the event and about the mission of the Carter G. Woodson Project. Lynn Hampton sitting on the right and Marcus Sappho sitting on the left. Thank you very much, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Good to have you with us. First off, what is the Carter G. Woodson Project?
Well, it's a collaboration of a lot of different people from different organizations who got together and said, hey, we want to put something positive that's in the summertime where it's warm outside as far as festivities in Cleveland. So I come up with the concept or the idea of saying, let's continue our Black History celebrations in June. You know, where we can extend our net out a little bit further and we get our senior citizens out there and have a good festive time.
And everybody gets together and a sense of community.
Absolutely. You know, where it's warm outside. We're going to wear our colors, beat our drums and things like that.
And here in Gloria to Cleveland, when it gets warm outside, that is celebration itself.
Absolutely.
Because winters are usually rough. Marcus, tell me, refresh our memory of Carter G. Woodson. Who was Carter G. Woodson?
Carter G. Woodson, he's the father of Black History Month. And initially started off with Black History Day, then it became a week, then eventually it became a month. A lot of people don't think of Carter G. Woodson when you say Black History. We automatically go to Martin Luther King, you know, and we all understand why. But for those that don't know Carter G. Woodson, he is the father of Black History Month.
As I like to say, Black history in this country, certainly when we're talking about African Americans and Black history in this country, is part of American history.
Absolutely.
It is all of us together.
That's absolutely.
Working together. So you've got this big event which is taking place on Saturday, June the 8th, and where are you going to do this?
You say where?
Where?
Yeah, so we're going to step it off with a parade. We usually open up, because we kind of like captured the whole month, you know what I mean? Yeah. So the parade and festival is the opening ceremony, and we're going to step off with a parade at 13th and Superior, down 9th Street, right into Voinovich Park with the Black soldiers, Buffalo soldiers, Choctaw Choctaw Black Indians, and end right at Voinovich Park with a festival of horns and things, and Dr. Booker T. Coleman and the Hugh people, and several other artists, musicians, and vendors all lined up in Voinovich Park.
And the Choctaws will be there.
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
Choctaw Indians.
Yes.
No, you're talking about, I got some of that in the bloodline. Believe me, that's in the bloodline. It's something my mother always talked about. Yeah, we got a lot of things in our bloodlines. Marcus, tell me, why is it important to do these kinds of things?
It's important for a community base. You know, when you talk about grassroots and you talk about helping the community, if you can bring people together, then you can make things happen. There's so much the Black community don't learn about, so much you don't know about the roots. You know, because Africa, we are Africans, you know, so to empower our community, our people with events like Umoja Parade and Festival, it's a way of teaching, because we don't just stop with a parade and a festival. Throughout the month, there's a calendar of events where we're holding classes for teaching about what to do when you get stopped by the police, and there's other all kind of events throughout the month, you know,
which can be life-saving skills that you need on the streets of any big American city or even small community.
Absolutely.
Really a lot of life-saving skills you're talking about, a lot of those things. You mentioned the word Umoja just a second ago, U-M-O-J-A.
Yeah.
Tell us about Umoja, what that means.
Okay.
Yeah, emoji means unity, you know, and that's what it's all about. You could take it to, you know, community, as far as unity, country unity, culture unity. All that is important, and that's the only way you're going to get anything done in any society. Is coming together, pulling together, and this is what we're doing gives an opportunity for other cultures to come together and share in any likenesses and differences, and get a chance to get to understand each other, and therefore it brings for a good society. You know?
Now the parade, which is set for Saturday, the June 8th, starts at East 13th and Superior, and it will march all the way down to Voinovich Park, which is right at the East 9th Street, as I have said, right at Lake Erie.
You're right.
If you touch water, you've gone one step too far, but step back, you're at Voinovich Park. Voinovich Park, right next door to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That's going to be Saturday, June the 8th. And this is open to anybody and everybody, right, Marcus?
Yes, everybody, anybody. Come on and enjoy, you know, come celebrate with us.
It is about celebrating,
yes,
and it's open to anybody of any color, any race, creed, whatever.
Yes, sir.
Just come on down and have a good time.
It's all in the name, unity.
It's all in the name, unity. They've got a website. We're going to put that website on the air. I can give you that website. It's African History Month Sankofa.com.
That's correct.
It's a long one. African History Month Sankofa, SANKOFA.com, or you can make a phone call to the number you see on the screen. I'll give you a couple of numbers here, 216-323-6155 or 216-650-4299. You can get more information on everything that we've been talking about. But once again, that parade steps off at what time, 8 o'clock in the morning?
12 noon.
Noon. Yeah. At East 13th and Superior, and it will eventually go all the way to the Voinovich Park, where it's going to be there until 8 o'clock in the evening. So it's going to be a full day, and all you need is good weather.
Bring your kids down.
Rain or shine, we're stepping up.
We're stepping up.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. Lynn Hampton, who's president of the Carter G. Woodson Project, and Marcus Sappho, who's vice president of the Carter G. Woodson Project. Good to have you on the broadcast.
Okay, thank you.
Always good to see good men doing positive things in the community.
Thank you.
Bless you for doing that.
All right.
I'm going to take a break. I'm going to be right back. We're going to talk about a legacy luncheon in just a moment. You're in touch with Kaleidoscope, and glad to have you here. The Cleveland section of the National Council of Negro Women hosts its annual Legacy Luncheon. It is set for Saturday, June the 1st. Evangelist Norma Jean Bean is a member of the organization and associate publisher and executive editor of the Call and Post. Connie Harper are here to introduce the keynote speaker. Both are here this morning to talk about the organization and the luncheon. Good to have you with us, ladies. Thank you. Tell me about the mission of the National Council of Negro Women. What's it do?
National Council of Negro Women is over 75 years old, founded by Mary McLeod Bethune, and it is actually an organization of organizations. Mrs. Bethune realized early on that there were a lot of African American groups, clubs, sororities, and there needed to be a clearinghouse So she founded National Council so that we could all come together in one voice, feeling that there would be more power and more impact in the community, especially with civil rights and human rights issues.
And certainly there is still much to be done. I
Yes.
mean, there is much to be done. So the National Council of Negro Women is very much out there.
Yes.
In the community doing what it does.
Yes.
Yeah, well, good. Good to have you. Good to have you with us, talking a little bit about that. You've got a big luncheon which is coming up on June the 1st, Saturday, June 1st, and Connie Harper, you're associate publisher and executive editor of the Call and Post. You're involved with just about everything, Connie.
Not everything.
Well, you're involved with this one.
Absolutely, but I'm very proud that the president of Central State University is going to be the keynote speaker. And of course, you know, that's my alma mater.
Yeah, Central
And-
State, certainly.
Yes, and I'm also the president of the local alumni chapter.
So you're like I said, you got a lot of things that you're doing. Every
Yes.
place I go, I see you, and well, we see each other
That's
all
right,
the time. I guess we both
absolutely,
are
yeah.
very much involved. Tell me about this luncheon. What's going to happen? This is a fundraiser.
Yeah, it's a fundraiser, and they're also going to be presenting scholarships. But they've really got an excellent choice in a speaker. You know, we have the first woman president of Central State University. She took office last July, and we're very proud of her. She's very personable, so everyone should really come out to hear her.
And Central State University, located right in Central Ohio.
That's right, in Wilberforce, Ohio.
Wilberforce,
Yes.
Ohio. It is a distinguished university. It's been there for many, many generations.
Many generations, yeah. But this is our first woman president.
Now, this event is going to be held where you're going to hold this legacy luncheon.
The Legacy Luncheon will be at Greenmont Party Center, which is in South Euclid on Green Road. And the tickets are $40, and the proceeds will be going to a women's shelter, Norma Herr Center, and also Mary McLeod Bethune School.
And for $40, you get a chance to sit there and eat and listen and hear a good speech and commune
Yes.
with other folks who are all trying to do the positive things.
Yes, not only that, you'll have an opportunity to interact with some of the most fabulous women in Cleveland.
There are lots of fabulous women in Cleveland. We've got
Yes.
two of them sitting right at the desk here with us
Yes.
today.
And they'll also receive more information about National Council. And anyone who is not a member, we're encouraging to become a member because of the marvelous work that we do, not only here in the Cleveland area, but throughout the United States.
So how do people get in line to get tickets for this event? What do you think, Connie? Can they make a phone call?
Yes, they can make a phone call to,
I've got a phone number on the screen. Maybe I can help you. Is that 681-5129?
That's it.
that's it.
That's
yes.
why I got my notes right here. 681-5129. You can make a phone call and you can get more information on everything we've been talking about and then you order your tickets.
And
once-
may I say something?
Go right
Tickets are
ahead.
going very quickly. We only have a few left.
So don't wait until the last
Yes.
minute and come knocking on the
That's
door.
right.
We'll try and squeeze you in.
That's right.
But you don't want to be squeezed in.
We don't want you left out.
Squeezed in. You want to be able to
Yes.
walk in knowing that
Yeah.
you're going to have
Because we're excited about our speaker, and we're excited about the work that we're doing, and we want to get as many people on board as possible.
Now, the date is Saturday, June the 1st.
Yes.
At the noon hour.
Yes.
At Greenmont Party Center.
Yes.
And that is at the corner of South Green Road and Monticello in the community of South Euclid. Starts at noon. It's going to be a wonderful, wonderful time. You see this as vital to the work of the National Council of Negro Women.
Yes. It is vital to the work of National Council because that's the only fundraiser that we do, and it's an opportunity for the various clubs, groups, organizations, and sororities to come together as one and to let us all know that we're in this together and that there's power in numbers. And regardless of what your organization is doing, we're going to be there to support you and vice versa.
And in our final 20 seconds with you two ladies, Connie Harper, you know that to be the truth. You're the longtime editor of the Cleveland Call and Post, and you have reported on this organization
Absolutely.
and other similar organizations.
Right.
This is vital to the community.
It
isn't
certainly is, yes. And I happen to belong to some of the organizations that are members of the National Council of Negro Women.
There you go.
Yes.
So if Connie Harper's a part of it and Norma Bean's a part of it, you know it's a good thing to be a part of. love.
Yes.
Degree.
Thank you so
Leon.
much, ladies, for being on the broadcast once again. Saturday, June 1st, $40 for the tickets. Greenmount Party Center, which is South Green and Monticello Roads in South Euclid. Starts at the noon hour, Saturday, June the 1st, 681-5129, the telephone number. You can get more information. Taking a break right now. Thank you, ladies, for being on the broadcast.
Thank you so much.
But I'll be right back with Marsha Maccabee of the Urban League. Here now is Marsha Maccabee of the Urban League of Greater Cleveland. She joins me now for the Morning Exchange section of the broadcast. Good to have you with us.
Thank you, Leon. Good to be here. And I have some exciting information to exchange with you today.
Okay.
The 50th anniversary of the March on Washington for Jobs and Justice will be occurring on August 28th of 2013. And I know that there will probably be a lot of festivities in Washington, D.C. on that day. But we know that there are a number of senior citizens who may not be able to make that trip. So we're going to have a celebration right here in Cleveland, Ohio.
There are a number of junior citizens who will not be able to make it as well.
And that would be you and me, right?
Well, we're holding on to it as long as we can.
Absolutely.
If we can.
Absolutely.
So what are you going to do here on March the 28th
Well,
of 2013?
I'm telling you, we're so excited about it. We're
August the
already
28th,
Yeah,
I'm
August the 28th. Yeah, we're working with the NAACP and a number of the other legacy civil rights organizations, and we're going to have a symbolic march. We're still working out the details of exactly from where that's going to start, but our event is going to be a public hall. And we're going to have a symbolic march into Public Hall to commemorate the March on Washington. And we are going to do our very best to duplicate the program that occurred that day on the Mall in Washington.
That was the great speech of Martin Luther King.
It was.
I have a dream.
Absolutely.
That was the I Have a Dream Day.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Maybe you may have to be the one to help do that speech now.
Well, I would be proud to do it. Or you could just play Dr. King's speech too on the big screen. Well,
we'll talk.
We'll talk.
We'll talk about that. But we're very excited, and we think it's going to be great because it's a chance to have an intergenerational exchange so that the younger generation really understands what that was about and how that impacts our legacy going forward.
In our final 15 seconds, this is vital. This is a part of history, and you want to continue this into the next generation.
Yes.
Yeah.
So instead of doing our signature gala, our black and white, we're not doing that this year. We're going to do this event this time and invite the community.
August the 28th, we're going to do the I Have a Dream thing again. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Running late, got to go. Bye-bye, everyone.
Kaleidoscope, a weekly public affairs program brought to you in partnership with the Urban League of Greater Cleveland, Kaleidoscope Magazine, and News Channel 5.